60-second period, you can use shield 4 times. You can't use this no more than twice. Stasis. Stasis is close to 3 times. And with stasis, I can't shoot, I can't move, I can't do anything. With protection, I can move and shoot, but I have it for exactly 1 second. Stasis I can use 3 times. Protection I can use about twice. It's close. It's almost 3 times in a minute, but you can't, because it'll be 63 seconds before you could use it really. 63 seconds. Or 66 seconds before you could fully use it 3 times. So a weapon, something that gives you defense that lasts for 3 seconds, that most weapons can't basically beat through. Oh, how does this make any sense? It's illogical. Like, if you do not want to basically nerf it, and you want to leave it just the way it is, all the other items need to match up with it. Shield strength needs to either be cut down in half, duration needs to be really reduced, and the charge time has to be increased by at least 3 seconds. It needs to be 18 minimum. Like, I mean, either you nerf it into oblivion or just make the other things into mediums. But this still needs to be, its charge time has to increase. Its duration has to decrease. Fact. If you don't want to change the shield strength at all, you gotta manipulate the duration and you gotta manipulate the charge time. It cannot stay just like that. 4 times in 1 minute. Twice in a minute. 3 times in a minute and 6 seconds. Maybe 3 times. You'll fit 3 times in 1 minute. But compared to shield and compared to protection, stasis has no offensive capability at all. 0. So that's what makes it a very hard item to use. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's super hard. It's extremely situational. No casual player is going to get it. And once everybody knows what it does, is going to be able to use it effectively without using it in a very specific way to survive long enough to get away. It works really well in Core Rush when you're at the last part of it, and then they're going to drop mortars on you, and you can just put it on, and you hold it for that 3-second period. Yay, you got it. That works well. It works well when a Sunder or a hammer drop is happening on you. Bang! And you got that primal, you knock it off, and you transform into primal. Great. That's all you got with that ability. And then you only can do that 3 times in a minute. You're not killing anything. You're not whatever. You're just standing there. You can't fire your weapon. So if you had a chain gun, you can't use it to spin up. The only thing that might work is you can't use it with a heal because it takes the spot of a healing. So like it's a very, without it being able to reflect some damage back to a person, stasis has no purpose, really. Like, it's always going to be a hard item to use. It's going to just be hard. You can figure it out, but it is not easy to use. Protection, it's good, but that the cooldown on that is ridiculous. The time on it is ridiculous compared to shield. Like, shield is sick. Like the only thing they have stasis and protection has is the simple fact that if a sunder or something lands on you while you're in those things, you can survive it. Shield may not, but I still think it would. Like that's what's so messed up about Shield. I think if you double your health bar and a sunder jumps on you, you'd survive just like a stasis and you'd survive just like a protection. It's literally awesome protection and it's also super stasis. It's movable stasis with an extremely low cooldown. So frustrating beyond belief. Like this thing is it's too good. Like it needs nerfs like nobody's business. Duration is far too long. Its charge time is far too low. Like that's the only way this thing becomes a medium. Those two things have to be changed automatically. I'd say if you want to keep the shield strength and make it kick ass, go ahead. No problem. But those two other attributes definitely have to go. Because you cannot tell me that this ability needs to be able to be hit 4 times in a minute. And all the other abilities are, one is 3 times and one is 2 times in a minute. And that one lasts exactly 1 second. So this thing that it's growing, that might end up around that might end at 4 when you're all said and done. Or 4.5 when you're all said and done. That's insane. That just doesn't even make sense. Which will give Catalytic Shield the same damn problem. It's too much. So that's just, I don't even have to really go into it. Like, it's the exact same problem. If you're not going to balance out the timing and all that stuff with it, these things suck. Look at this thing, 17 seconds. Its duration is 2 seconds. Its shield strength is more than half of the other one. So, Catalytic Shield might actually be what Shield should be. And if you're gonna make Shield so badass, if Shield's gonna be that strong, Catalytic Shield can't be this weak. It's less than 400 and it's down by a whole second. What is that? That's insane. To be honest with you, Catalytic Shield should be at 1,000. You take 250 off. Catalytic Shield duration should be at 2.5. That's it. That's fair. This thing is even better than its catalytic version by leaps and bounds. Let me see if the other catalytic ones, I guess it must be they all do that. No, look at that. Look how close heal. Look how heal and catalytic heal. This thing starts at 900. I'm at level 9. And it's gone up by 15. So 15 times 9 is 45. Yeah, I wasn't that far away. It's only like 200 less. So it makes no sense why this shield is literally 400 less than that shield. That doesn't make any sense. None of the other catalytics start like that. They're all close within each other. So Catalytic Shield probably gets a medium, or even a hard compared to it's a medium because it probably is a decent item the way it is. I think that they got to make Catalytic, they got to make Shield in line with it. I think Shield should basically be taking its cues. I believe both of them should have their time increased, but Catalytic Shield is a lot better, more balanced than freaking Catalytic, than Shield itself. Shield is ridiculous. Both of them, though, their charge times are too low. Their charge times are far too low. That's just ridiculous. Because let me check catalytic protection, just to make sure. 26 seconds. It's 4 seconds more than freaking protection for 0.8 of a second. Are you serious? Come on. That doesn't even make any sense. Catalytic heal is 15. Heal is 12. It's like a 2-second difference. So like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, why would the catalytic protection, which at 0.8 is super hard to hit, is gonna be 4 seconds longer than the base protection? I'm just saying, like, that's why some things come as hard and some things comes off as easy. Like, this comes up to a medium, in my opinion, because it seems more balanced than this thing. This thing's just stupid. It doesn't even make sense. It's too much. Everything about it is extra. It just doesn't make any sense. And even the way they like, look at the amount of shield strength, and look at the amount of shield strength for that. Why isn't this 1,000? Why is this? Bring this down to 1,000 then. Then that'll be fair. Knock off 250 off it. It doesn't need as much as you're giving it off the bat. At the end, it should end at 1,500. That's the max shield you get. This looks like it's heading towards 1,700 or higher. So that's kind of crazy.